Welcome to our channel. We are Debbie and Eric, and together we are enjoying life's adventures. We currently work full-time, looking forward to an early retirement. In the meantime, we make sure to take the time to play, whether that is staying close by on our boat or taking mini vacations in the travel trailer. So come along with us as we enjoy life's adventures. Hey there.
Hi.
What you got?
We got a new adventure.
More like a new toy.
A new toy.
A new toy adventure.
That have adventures. So, unboxing. Handle with care, fragile. Do not drop. Thank you. Box inside of a box. Woohoo! Fancy, fancy. So what's in this package? Wow, he takes it. Some assembly required. Yeah, there's going to be assembly.
There always seems to be assembly. You can't have fun without assembling something.
I'm going to stab myself. Look out! So excited. So, I wonder if anybody can guess what it is yet. We're going to have to go out and buy another piece though. So we're going to put this all together and we'll show you the completed version of what we're doing here. And then we got a tequila party to go to that we're going to bring this to. So, might experiment out here for a little bit. Let's go put this together and then go out and buy the piece.
Sounds like a plan. So the assembly is getting there. We've now moved to the garage. So this is what we just bought to go with our toy. Can't read that sideways. So what will it be? Well, now we gotta try something different. I may have to be sitting much further back, because now it doesn't turn the way it should. Well, here is our first attempt to see how this is going to work. So we have the hover scooter, we have the frame that comes with it to put a lawn chair on, but we have, what, smaller, shorter lawn chairs coming.
Yeah.
We've got the garden cart on the back with a cushion for now. till we get the other lawn chairs. And we're about ready to take it for a ride. A little nervous.
We got the other stereo in there because the hover thing has a stereo, but the stereo does not sound that good. So we have another one with lights back here that I might hook up. That sounds so much better. And then we got lights. Oh, it's a pair of bulbs. Oh, that's too funny.
All right, we're about ready.
You should point the other ones in the back, pointing out. All right, let's take this thing for a ride.
All right, here he goes.
Oh my God, it's cold. We're gonna have to get jackets on. How's the trailer look?
Looks like it's doing fine.
So we're driving our lawn chair. And that's what it looks like going forward. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. Just remember the cart's on the back.
We are headed off to the tequila party up in Sager Creek.
How you doing back there?
Pretty good. A little bit more comfortable than just sitting on the cushion. Okay.
Well, I'm in the boatyard again, working on the boat, and behind me is where I'm staying. What's really wild is if you look out there, this is what I woke up to. I have a boat that's sunk in the yard. I guess it's sunk 4 times. This is probably the 4th or 5th time that it's sunk. But today, I'm working on the teak again. I'm gonna put some teak oil on. And I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but it's the way I'm going to do it. Might not be the best idea, but let me show you what I got going on here. If you look, right on the boat, I believe these are the whale boards. They're called the whale boards. There's a rub rail that goes on there. Stainless steel rub rail, and what I've done is I've sanded down the bottom part, and then what I'm about to do is I'm going to take some alcohol, because I don't have any rubbing alcohol, rub it down after I sanded it, clean it off, get all the dust out, let it dry for a couple minutes. Then I'm going to put some teak oil on it. Let that soak into the wood. My theory is the top part of that whale board is sea-tall. The bottom part was sea-tall as well, and the Sickens, I believe it's Sickens sea-tall, but it's what I did the rest of the boat with, and I think that's what they did before. And any moisture that gets into that wood underneath the cetol bubbles the cetol. So my theory is if I put a thin coat of teak oil on it, let it soak into the wood, and then once it's dry, put cetol on that. This way, if any water does get in between the top layer of the whale board and the bottom layer of the whale board for the cetol, that the theory is anyway, is that the water won't penetrate to the underside of the cetol. So that's what I'm going to do, and hopefully that works out good. But as you can see, I sanded it all down, and we'll give it a nice coating. There is some spots though that couldn't sand quite well. If you see right up here, it's a different color. So I want to try to blend it in as best as possible. So I think putting the oil in there will be good. I sanded that down with 40 grit sandpaper, so it's kind of rough, and I want it rough because I want the cetol to adhere to it really good underneath, because that's where all the water is going to be hitting, is those whale boards. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'll give it a shot and we'll see if it blends in. The rub rail, it's the next morning, and it's pretty much done, and I think the color blended pretty well. So take a look. We still got to do the cetol on it. Once the cetol is on, it should blend in real nice, but I think the teak oil soaked in. We're going to do the cetol next week. Got another adventure to go on this weekend, and I'll be back next week. It's supposed to storm today, so I'm not going to get much done today. So I might head home today. I might do a couple other little projects on the boat. I might head home and get ready to go for the weekend and take off for Debbie and mine anniversary. So we're gonna take off and go on another adventure here. Here's how the color looks after soaking for a while, but it looks pretty uniform right there. I don't know if you can tell. A little discoloration, but not much. But all in all, I think it soaked in pretty well. Created a nice uniform color. Back here was a little bit of discoloration. Probably could have used a little bit better prep time on that, but for getting it in the water, I'm pretty happy. Later on, we'll have to redo it all, and we'll sand it down again at some point. But to get her going, I think she's good enough. Yeah, guys, I bought some extra goodies today. Brought them up to the boat so we can start working on some other projects. So let me show you what I got and the projects that they'll be used for. So we need to polish the fuel. So we got two 5-gallon gas cans. We got a fuel filter. And got some propane for the propane stove. I bought a funnel. It's a portable fuel filter funnel. So it's got a little filter in there. I don't know if you can see that. Bought an extra funnel just in case I need it. And then I bought this kit. And basically it's a motorized fuel transfer kit, and has this filter on it. Use this transfer pump with external, so one end goes into the tank, the other would go back into the fuel fill of the tank itself, and then I just pump from the pump here out into this, and then into this, and then back into the tank. So, but I don't know the flow rate and how quickly I could transfer without this thing filling up quickly and overflowing. So that's why I wanted the 5-gallon tanks, 5-gallon fuel tanks, so I can fill that and not worry about the flow rate. If I fill one tank at a time and then transfer to the other tank, I can manually transfer, and that way it'll take longer to polish everything, but it's an option without worrying about the flow rate. So we'll see how it goes. And then I brought up another older battery because the one on the boat that came with the boat is pretty bad shape, and it was smelling when I got up here. It was burning up. So this is an older battery. I don't know how well it's going to hold a charge, but I might hook this up next week and see if it takes a charge and doesn't burn up. So that's about it.
Well, don't go out there without me.